All right, we're rolling. What's up, everyone? Eric here with Proactive Intuition. Got a super exciting guest for you guys. If you guys were in the Facebook group, I made a post that I was going to have this guy on my channel. So here we are. If you guys don't know Haydens Story, he's an incredible entrepreneur. If you guys want to know how you can scale your reseller business from reselling phones and electronics locally, and kind of learn from this guy what he did to scale his business to over $30 million in sales, this is the guy you want to learn from. So Hayden, thanks for jumping on the channel, man. Thanks for your time. And I'll hand it over to you here if you just want to kind of share a little bit about your story, how you got started, and how you transitioned to where you are now.
Of course. So guys, again, my name is Hayden. I own a company called Trade In Tech. We've been in business since 2012. And actually how I met Eric here was through the Facebook group. So if you guys already haven't joined this Facebook group, make sure to check it out. It's amazing. He's a great guy to work with. He's really going to help you out. One of the most interactive people I've ever met online as well in this industry. So I want to take the time right now to break down my story and help you out a little bit with yours as well. So just try and take these fine little points about the things I talk about and apply them to your business. This isn't just a story to listen to. There's actual things that you can take action and move and scale your business with. So I'm just like all of you guys. Like I started in 2012. I had $2,000 to my name. I saved up from a serving job. I was 22 years old. So there's nothing to brag about at that whatsoever. I had a 1-bedroom apartment. I started buying on Craigslist and reselling on eBay. So how I saw this was I had a buddy who posted an ad on Craigslist that he wanted to buy an Xbox, and 10 or 20 people hit him up with Xboxes, and he actually got an Xbox right at that time. They were about $200 to $300, and he bought one for $100. And I'm like, well, we can sell these on eBay every single day for $200. Like, it's easy to see that they're being sold for that. I said, maybe there's opportunity here. So we started buying Xboxes. Then we started buying iPads. Then we started buying iPhones. Then we started buying laptop computers. And all of a sudden, cameras come into play and everything like that. So we actually started buying all consumer electronics just like you do as well. We did start very small. It started with Xboxes, and then we moved into mobile phones and tablets, all the smaller, higher end devices. So at this time, 3GS, iPhone 4 was really popular. That's where we really started pushing things. Now, we were buying directly from consumers. Like I said, we were buying on Craigslist. We had a couple other sources as well. And we were able to scale that to a decent amount of number. The first year we did 165,000. Second year we did about 365,000. And then the third year we ended up hiring 3 to 4 people. We got an office and we did 650,000. Now, a lot of you people who are just beginners, that might be where you want to go right now. You want to go from 165 to 365 to 650, doing $50,000 a month in revenue. That is great. That's, if you can get to that level, you've done already an amazing job. So I'm a person of progression, though. I've talked about this in multiple videos. What I want to do is push it to the next level. I don't care if, we're doing $100 million every single day. I want to go to the next level. That's the way I think. I never really look at the number. I never really justify my actions and everything based off pure profit. It's always for progression in this case. So we looked at the business model, and we were doing about $50,000 a month for about 12 months straight. It was a good business. We were making money from it and everything, but we couldn't grow. I could not get past that. We might have had a month that we did 55 grand, maybe 60 grand in the peak during the holidays and stuff, but we couldn't get past that. So I stepped back and I looked at this business and I said, okay, we got a lot of customers, but we've had hundreds and hundreds of customers, but like only 5% of them at most have ever come back to us and sold to us again. They've only sold to us once. And we're like, we have to keep finding new customers. Is there a chance that we can just meet some customers that could constantly supply us like a supplier would be? So this was very early in the industry. Nobody was doing trade-ins. Nobody was doing buyback, any of this. This was before Gazelle, before Verizon, AT&T had all of their services. So, it was pitch black industry for us. So I said, okay, the only people that I know right now are computer repair stores, because like mobile phone repair wasn't even that big. It was just getting started. Computer repair was pretty big though. That's been around for a long time. So we had computer repair stores, pawn shops we knew bought bad consumer electronics. And we had a couple guys who were authorized dealers for like Cricket and Verizon and Boost and things like that. So we went around the town and we talked to every single one of them. 90% of us, 90% of them looked at us and just shook their heads, say, we don't want your business, which was surprising considering the fact that our company grew so big, but we eventually, I kept pounding the pavement. I drove 10, 20 miles back and forth to these places, finally landed at this one pawn shop. And there was a general manager I worked with there. And I came in, I said, hey, my name's Hayden. I buy and sell consumer electronics. I've been working with other companies and we've been buying back all of their electronics from them in their industry or in their companies. I want to see if you have some too. Well, the manager I talked to turned out to be like the #1 salesman in the world. So this guy was going to sell anything, no matter what. And so you put somebody in front of him, he's going to pitch you 100 different things. So that was perfect for me to step in there and be like, okay, let's see how much we can buy from this amazing sales guy who actually wants to sell. So at that time we were buying iPods. iPod Nanos were pretty popular, going about $100 to $200. Okay, closer to $200, about $150 to $200. So this particular deal, I walked in. I don't remember the guy's name. It was over, it was about 10 years or 8 years ago now. And I said all of this. I had this conversation. And we ended up buying like 30 iPods from him that day. And we were made $70 a piece off. We made $2,000 just walking into that store. After I walked into that store, I went to every other retailer, even the ones I had already gone to. I said, listen, Pawn One works with us and they just sold us about $3,000 today. And we want to buy from you and we'll buy from you every single week. And companies just said, okay, we'll start doing business with you. Okay, we'll start doing business with you. There's still other people who said, no, no, no. But it went from like 1 out of 20 to like 1 out of 10 are now working with us. So
that's a big thing that, this is like such a small scale that we do it on, but building that repeat business is really key. And once you found really that first big business and you locked that in, then that kind of gave you like a talking point for all the other businesses to kind of, lower your conversions of how many people you had to reach out to. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, I highly suggest that for anybody who's getting started too. If you're nervous about going out and talking to people, yet you've done deals in the past, mention other people you've done deals with in the past. It'll make the other people feel a lot more confident about you. If I were to come to you and tell you how to run your business, but I wouldn't give you any like expertise or advice on how I did it as well, you probably wouldn't listen to me as much. But when I break down these stories and I explain the other customers I've worked with and why they decided to work with this, people are much more comfortable and incentivized to work with you because they have a better understanding. They know who you are. There's a little bit more trust that was built in that case as well. So guys, when it comes to businesses, it takes time. Everybody knows this industry has a lot of fraud, a lot of scams, a lot of issues with it, so there's a very fine line when it comes to a trust barrier in this case. And you need to take your time with these people, build that, trust, do what you say you're going to do, obviously, and scale. So, at this point, after I'll tell you a little bit more about this story, we met that pawn shop and this was in Spokane, Washington, and we started to scale. We started to meet more and more people, and eventually we looked back and we said, okay, Spokane, Washington is too small. We all the pawn shops know who we are now. All the cell phone stores know who we are now. We've maximized. We can't work with anybody else. So I actually ended up moving the company to Phoenix, Arizona. We went down to Phoenix, Arizona for 3 weeks. And we tested the market, stayed in a hotel and stuff, and went and bought phones on Craigslist and tested the market. Okay, and nobody was doing this. We also did this in Seattle to see if it would work there. It did, but it rains too much there. And so we ended up moving the entire company to Arizona, working with a lot more companies and expanding. Hired more employees, and then soon, about like 6 months after moving to Arizona, I found myself driving back and forth to LA twice to sometimes 3 or 4 times a month, picking up stock from companies I worked with over there. So as you guys know, LA is bigger than everything. It's the biggest city on the West Coast, 30 million people within 100 square miles. And so I actually ended up 6 months after I moved to Phoenix, Arizona, had my whole setup and everything. We moved to Los Angeles. Now, at that time, we were in the middle of the transition of the year. The year before, we had done $650,000. When we moved to Los Angeles, we hired employees. We had an office and everything. And that year alone, we did $4.8 million. And it's all because we went from the duplication process of these businesses. We had 10 or 20 businesses that we were working with. We set up an operation. I got sales guys, and I said, I need you to contact every single company that touches phones in the industry and tell them that we are buying back. We ended up creating what's called a price list. Now, a lot of you guys know Zellphone, Sell Atlas, all these companies. So most of you guys probably won't believe me on this. This is absolutely crazy. Myself and one other guy, his name's Dustin Pope from Sellbay. He's no longer in business. We created these Excel price lists that we sent out to people, and everybody started duplicating them. Justin Cardos, if you watch this, I hope you do sometime. He was the first person that copied and pasted my price list. So we're really good friends.
Right.
Justin,
Justin,
I'm calling you out on this, man. I'm calling you out on this. But yeah, so we actually passed this price list out. Now tons of people have price lists. They all just do it. And it ended up working very, very well for us. I was pretty aggressive in marketing. So we were collecting all these people information. We were calling them. We were emailing them regularly. We were doing scheduled text messages. Obviously, we're on Facebook and contacting all of the people there as well. So it really came down to this duplicating process, collecting this data and regularly following up with these people, with our updated price lists and everything. And just for the people who are getting started too, this is really tough. And I see this happen all the time. People come to me where I'll even introduce them to, 3 or 4 different buyers in their industry. And they'll talk to them once and they're like, oh, I couldn't close a deal with them. And then they just throw that lead away. Okay. As if they don't collect their information. They said, oh, I couldn't close a deal right then. That's it. Well, guys, I'm going to tell you that if you pick up 1,000 customers, 990 of them, you're not going to close your first time. That's just how it goes. You have to do the follow-up. And that's why we did so well. We have companies still to this day that have come to us and said, Hayden, I've received your emails for 3 years. Hayden, I've been receiving your emails for 5 years, and I think it's time we start doing business. The follow-up is everything. The gold is everything. If you want to know how I did so well, it's because I follow up every single week with every single person I talk to. And right now, our company in our new industry, we're talking to 400 to 800 new companies every single week, usually every couple of days, really, when it comes down to it. So there is a process to it. There's a lot more that comes into play. I just want you guys to understand that once you find a business that will work with you, it's a lot easier to find more, because you can leverage that, you can leverage the use and everything. And a lot of people come to me and they say, well, Hayden, we're all paying the same prices. Why would one business want to work with me versus everybody else? Well, guys, it's about the relationship. I've done business with a lot of different people. A lot of people I've done over $1 million in revenue with. One person I've done over $5 million in revenue with. And I can tell you, we don't just have a money relationship where we transact money. I've sat down with these people at their dinner table. I've met their family. I've held their kids, all these types of things. And so Eric and I, we talk together and everything, and we're doing this video to help you guys out right now, but there's a lot on the back end that you guys don't see. We're constantly collaborating. I've been on the phone with him probably 5 times this week alone, talking to him and trying to help him out. We haven't even done a deal. It's we haven't even done a deal, but it's about nurturing these relationships and building this. Because I know in the future, whatever Eric and I decide to do, and whichever way we decide to go, we're going to be beneficial to each other. Even if we don't work with each other, whenever somebody brings up Eric's name, I go and say, he's the man. And I hope he says the same back to me.
Of course, man.
So,
that's you're just doing everything on a larger scale, right? Because it's all the same core principles. You're applying it to businesses, right? So your network is your biggest asset, I guess, when it comes to scaling your business, right? Just forming the connections and finding those people that can get you that repeat inventory over and over and over, rather than having to work for every individual lead. That's kind of the big transition that I see that you're talking about. Is that what you recommend, for someone to go out to places like pawn shops, or has the industry kind of changed now to where there's a better way to go about finding these people that can sell you in bulk?
So there's a lot of alternatives you can do in this case. Some of the biggest, I would say, if you're brand new to this and you don't know what you're doing yet, go into these pawn shops and talk to them, because that's the most authentic thing you can get. I'm just telling you to do this for practice, because you need to have this practice. You can't just get on the internet and start typing and messaging people and really, just make $1 million business. A couple people can, but it's mainly because of their influence. In this case, you need to build the relationships. You need to talk to these people and figure out what they want. And I'll tell you, all of these business owners, if you go to them and say, hey, my name's Jacob. Hey, my name's Hayden. Hey, my name's Eric. And my goal is to make you as much money as I possibly can. And how I can do that is by buying back all of your consumer electronics. You have to provide a solution to them first. And all of these business owners, they want to make more money. They want more customers and they want to make more money, and they want a little bit easier thing, they want their business to be easier for them. So if you can bring them more money, if you can be their customer, that's another thing as well. And if you can make their life easier by doing what you say you're going to do, buying all of their inventory up front so they don't have to sell it one by one, you're going to leverage, a very powerful network. Guys, I can tell you though, the reason why I've been so successful, and I cannot stress this enough, if you listen to this whole video, pay attention to this. This is the most important. Collect every single piece of information and document it of every single customer. Name, email address, phone number, address, I don't even care, family and friends names, all of those types of things that you can possibly think of. Document that. Document all of the conversations you have so you can look back at it. It might be a pain in the butt to do, but I can tell you right now, guys, we have 1.5 million people in my database, and I can do whatever I want. I can sell any product I want. I can, upsell these people, all these types of things. So collect this information and then focus on the retargeting, following up with them. If they don't want to do a deal that the first time, that's fine. Try the second time. They don't want to do it the third time, that's fine. We're going 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. There's a rule in the industry and in the marketers industry. It's called the rule of 7, which means that it takes 7 times for you to run an advertisement in front of somebody for them to acknowledge you and want to start doing business with you. 7 times. Like probably today alone, you're going to see 7 ads from Verizon and AT&T, so that's what it is. They understand that. Larger companies understand that. So for all of those who are going out, who try it once and say it doesn't work, well, you haven't done it enough, to say at least, because I close pretty much half the people I work with now just because of the strategies we use like this.
Yeah. So that's what I'm always telling you guys too. Don't just place ads one day in Facebook groups, then tell me it doesn't work. You just said people have to see your ads 7 times on average before they'll do business with you. So follow up is definitely key. That's what I'm getting from this. And then just putting yourself out there, right? Like just forming the connections and just doing the work. So that's awesome, man.
Yeah,
well, I really wanted to, you have a awesome platform too, that kind of would help out with transitioning people into wholesale business to business kind of stuff. Who would you recommend, like how much in sales would you recommend that you be at the local scale before you really kind of transition to doing the business to business? Like if you're doing $5,000 a month in sales, is that enough to kind of start getting your feet wet?
Yeah, 5,000 a month will definitely introduce you to a few things. If you're doing, I would say right around the threshold of about $100,000 a year, is a good point to start jumping in. So guys, we have, what Eric's talking about is we built a wholesale platform. It's tradeintech.com. And so he's going to provide you with all the links. Make sure to use his links because you actually get a bunch of extra bonuses from it if you use that instead. So we can go over it. I'll show you a few things, but this platform we built out is for people who are scaling in the industry. So if you're a person who's doing $5,000, $10,000 a month, we'll really help you out in this case. We'll be able to get you $20,000, $50,000, $100,000 a month just by introducing to you some people and following the strategies that we teach as well. Now, if you're doing $1 million a year or something like that, you're my type of client. This platform is for you. Okay. Like not just because of the revenue, but because of the scalability aspect. You've already built a solid foundation. You have money coming in consistently. So now we can focus on the growth factor. And so that's what our platform is meant to do. It's meant to build brand awareness for your company. It's meant to introduce you to new customers, new leads. It's meant to help you sell products easier, faster, and cheaper as well. And on top of that as well, it helps you verify everybody. So Eric, you want me to share my screen right now? I can go over a few
Yeah,
things.
definitely, man. And,
Cool.
guys, this is something I'm really excited about because I am right in that mark that Hayden's talking about. So, he's been kind of working with me, like helping me transition to do this because I'm at that, $10,000 to $20,000 a month in sales. And this is really kind of the next step to show you guys that, like, hey, rather than just do it like you're the solo entrepreneur buying and flipping locally, this is like the next level to the business. So that's why I'm super excited to have Hayden jump on here and show this. So yeah, go ahead and take over the screen whenever you're ready.
I'm gonna share the screen real quick with us. All right. Can you see everything right here?
Yep. Looks good.
Okay. So guys, I want to first talk to you about a few things, how I came up with this, how it's being developed, and what we're doing with it and everything. So first off, there's no reliable platform in the industry where you can collaborate with other people. Okay. Everybody's stuck in maybe a couple of Facebook groups. Other people are stuck in certain areas as well. whether it's on Craigslist or LinkedIn or all these types of places. So what we've done is we actually centralized the entire industry for communication, for sales, for, brand awareness, all of those types of things. And how I came up with this idea is I reached out to all of my clients. I said, we were trying to come out with new things that we want to provide to our customers. And I said, what do you guys want? Like, what can I deliver to you? Every single one of them said, I want more customers. I want more customers. That's all they want. I want people who buy more from me. I want people who sell more to me, all those types of things. So I was like, okay, well, I don't want to start a marketing company. So I figured the best thing to do is start a wholesale platform, a social network as well, to connect everybody. So guys, this is tradeintech.com. You can use Eric's link at any time and sign up for this. You're going to get some bonuses I'm going to talk about in just a minute if you do use his link in this case. And so tradeintech.com, though, is a verified wholesale network for consumer electronics dealers, mainly for people who are already scaling past $5,000 and $10,000 a month. And if you're doing $1 million or more per year, this is the perfect platform for you. I can tell you every single person on here is verified. We go through a verification process. They have to be approved with industry references they've worked with in the past. So I can tell you that fraud on here is obsolete. It does not happen. Scams do not happen. Now, if you guys want to log in, you can sign up on tradeintech.com. And when you do log in, you'll land on the newsfeed page. So you're going to get updates here. Yesterday, we did a live training. We had a lot of people sign up, so it was really good. This is actually day 3 that we've been live. So Eric's brand new on this too. Guys, we've had over 415 people sign up in the last 3 days alone. So there's a reason this works. And just right now, we have 17 people online. It's 10 a.m. in the morning. We're just getting going on everything. So you'll land on the newsfeed here. You're going to see a lot of updates from people who are posting inventory, connecting with friends, all these types of things as well. Right now, we just had a bunch of people add, so you see a lot of friend requests. We have the shout box here with people giving updates on like want to buy watches, 8 Plus, all these types of things. So we're going to go through here. I'm going to break down how you can benefit from this. And if you want to get started, how you can build your brand on here as well. First section we have is members. So this is personalized based off people only. So it's like David, Jason, Eric, there we go, my man right there as well. And so you guys can go on this profile first. You can add people and you can message them directly, all those types of things. And then you can also build out your profile. I'm going to click on mine here. I'll show you. So the profiles are super easy, really laid out. We have all of your information you can have here in display. You can rate individual users and you'll get feeds and updates of everything that you've posted as well. You'll be able to see some people you've connected with. On top of that, people can go to your content, let's say this blog, for example, and they can rate this content as well right here, simply as that. So this is the member section. Right when you get started, you can connect with these people. And guys, I'm going to show you, like, get this started. We have hundreds of people. Like, they'll just keep loading and keep loading. So you can connect with all of these people on here. Then we have the directory here. So this is where you can list your business and grow your business. NYC phone buyers, Zelle phone, they just started listing early. So they're going to get a lot of attention versus everybody. If you're getting started on here, make your business listing and put your logo up and everything, just like these companies had, and you're going to get a lot more attention as well. Really, really beneficial. On top of that as well, we have groups. So just like Facebook groups, we have our own groups. We have public groups, we have private groups, and we have secret groups as well. Secret groups, nobody can see and only you can invite people. And in that case as well, it's super beneficial because nobody can see who you're doing business with if you want to keep it private. On top of that, you can log into these groups and you can see these people that are posting updates and stuff. So this person wants to sell grade A, mint, all of these devices. You can connect with them directly too. We also have events. A lot of people don't know about these events. We try and keep people updated with them as well. One coming up is CES. Probably most of you guys know what that is, Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas. It's awesome. They release all the newest tech. A lot of people will be there. We have some other things as well, like IPC and Mobile World Congress is really big for the wholesale industry as well. So you guys can add events here. You can attend events, let people know you're attending events as well. Our blog is one of the most valuable aspects of the platform as well. We teach you how to connect with people in the industry, and this is a very niche blog. You're not going to find this information anywhere else because companies aren't writing about this. They're not telling you their strategies and stuff. One strategy we tell you here is how to find wholesale suppliers. On top of that, We'll show you here how to work with verified buyback companies, and we show you some of the companies as well. So very valuable information. You'll constantly be learning from this stuff. We also have the live chat room here. So if you're on WhatsApp, you know about WhatsApp groups, and WhatsApp groups are crazy. I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of groups. Actually, if you guys look at my tiny little screen here in the corner, I just want to show you guys just to give you an idea. Just look at these are all my groups. I mean, hundreds,
like that too, man. It gets
hundreds, guys. It is so annoying to say the least. I think I'm in about 200 or 300 groups total. So what we've done is we've actually centralized all of the groups. We've organized them based on specific categories like Apple, Samsung, brand new cameras, all of those things. You can have unlimited members. You can do video calls, phone calls, post your inventory updates, and we're monitoring this at all times. So if you break these rules, you get a one-strike policy. You break them again, you're kicked off. So it's very high qualified chat rooms. You know, you can connect with people and get live updates on inventory and other things that they're requesting as well. So very powerful to get started with people on this. We also have,
real quick, this is actually my favorite part of the entire website, because I'm sure everyone watching this is sick and tired of eBay scammers. You're tired of eBay fees. Everyone on this platform is qualified. And if they do pull something, you have that one strike policy. So it's going to eliminate a lot of the BS you deal with all the fraud and all that stuff. So you can actually sell on your marketplace, and it's fee free, right now.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you all about that, guys. So like you said, everybody on here is verified and we review everything. So I want to talk about that too, just for a second. Everybody they're required to provide 2 industry references. On top of this, we're monitoring this 24/7. So even if you had some possibility of slipping through the cracks, we're going to find you in just a few minutes right after that. And so in this case as well, guys, this is the marketplace here. This is what he's talking about. This is one of the most valuable aspects. You can buy and sell on here, and we don't charge any fees at all. So you can go on here, create your listing. I've made it as simple as you could possibly make it. You just here, create this. And guys, it's 4 sections here. I mean, I can't make it any easier for you. Select your category right here. And then you can actually click this little button right here, and this will enable instant payment. When you click this little icon here, you can go down here and enter your PayPal email, and you can accept payment via PayPal. If you don't want to accept payment via PayPal and you just want to have people contact you, you can do that as well. And there will just be a little contact button here. They'll be able to message you directly about the type of products that you have to offer as well. And so you can also leave a comment and all of that stuff below. But guys, this marketplace, we will be competing with companies like eBay, like Swappa, Bstock, Liquidation.com, all of those things. Those are our intentions. Everybody on here is vetted and verified too, so it's extremely high quality stock, and we're monitoring as well. If you have any issues, we're going to kick those types of people off. So rest assured that it's going to be a very, very high quality marketplace to work with. We also have free training here. I, as well as a couple of people on our team, we teach you all about marketing and how to make your business more profitable. So like these are all this week we've released actually. So top rated marketing trends, how to become an expert in your industry, how to make your business more profitable. And we talk about other things like how to make money with credit cards, and how to choose the best scalable business model. These are all things. This is a B2B platform. So what we're doing is we're trying to teach you new things about how you can improve your own business as well. So on top of that, guys, you can go here. You'll get your friend requests. We have direct messaging where you can go here and you can message everybody directly in the chat as well. And you'll get notification updates for everything. If you ever want to change your settings, you can just go to your account settings, you change your name, add your PayPal email, and then we have our membership section as well where you can change your memberships. I will tell everybody, I want to tell a few things on here. First off, we charge $1 for the first 30 days and $59 a month. If you think that's too expensive, then you shouldn't come on this platform at all, because you're obviously not doing enough revenue in order to justify the cost. So I'm going to tell you, this is for advanced people. When you get to that level and you're ready to do it, definitely move forward onto this. But for all the people who are interested in joining, if you click Eric's link below and you guys join right now, what I want you to do is I want you to go to the members section here and click on Trade in Tech and send me a message. I want you to send me a message saying, hey, I signed up from Eric's group and I'm going to connect you with 50 verified suppliers. So I'll actually show you guys a little list of what we have already prepared for you here. So these are people in the industry that we're working with consistently. All you have to do is sign up here and you'll get access to all of these people. It's extremely valuable. You get the name, the phone number, the email address, and the requests they're buying. People are buying iCloud, grade A, grade B. They're selling grade A phones as well. Just give you guys an idea here. We'll go through a few people. First off, this company, Brightstar, this is Apple's trade-in program. So most people don't know that. It's a $15 billion company. They're absolutely massive. Here's a couple people you can contact from Brightstar and you can get their inventory list. We've bought from them. Many other people have as well and be beneficial to you. So if you guys get started right now, just send me a message on Trade-in Tech specifically on this this profile, and you will get access to all of all of these 50 plus verified suppliers. Eric, you got any other questions or things that we can help them out with?
And I mean, I hope you guys really see the value of this. I mean, even like most people sell their direct buyers list for thousands of dollars, and you're literally getting 50 contacts for signing up for the website for $1. So if that doesn't provide value to you guys, I don't know what will. But honestly, the thing I'm the most excited about is the marketplace. The marketplace is awesome. It's super easy and laid out really, really well. I mean, you could probably list items on here twice as fast as you can on eBay because you don't have to fill out all those additional things for every single listing. So I'm going to be transitioning a lot of my items over to this platform. So if you guys join, send me a friend request, and I hope you do too. But that's really it. Hayden, I really appreciate you hopping on here, taking the time to do this interview, man. I know you're a busy guy, but I'm super stoked for your platform, man.
Thanks, guys. And guys, everybody who's watching right now, we're going to do the best we can to provide you with the highest quality information. Our goal is strictly to help you grow your business as big as we can possibly get it. We're on your team and we're not holding anything back. I'm an open book. So if you have any questions, message me directly. You can message Eric at any time as well, and he'll be able to help you out. But take advantage right now because this opportunity won't last for long. This is a specific opportunity. So if you want to get access to these 50 verified suppliers for free up front, actually for $1, sorry, close enough to free, guys, up front, just go ahead, sign up under Eric's link, and then go to this specific guys, go right here to the member section and message Trade-in Tech right here and say you signed up under Eric, and I will send you over that list, the verified suppliers for you to get you started. Other than that, I welcome you to Trade-in Tech. Guys, thanks so much for listening to this. Eric, thanks so much for having me as well. Man.
Yeah, thank you, man. You're the man. I appreciate it. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.